this is the first time I'm actually playing a pedal by itself without a bass. This is insane. And yeah, this bass overdrive really lives up to its name, the Grind Machine by Seamoon FX. Welcome back to the Weather Bass. Many of you know that I am quite obsessed with overdrives. More and more bass players use at least one saturation pedal to fill up the empty spaces, bringing up the nuances of our tone, thicken up the sound, and bring out the harmonics of the bass. So every time I see an overdrive or a distortion pedal, or one that I didn't know about, I immediately get excited and I want to test it. When it comes to the Grind Machine, man, this is crazy. It can do anything from low to high gain. It's super dynamic. It barely colors the sound. It just adds the right amount of dirt you want to add to your sound. We're going to go through the controls, but first I would like to say that we are using the DSM Humboldt Simplifier bass station with 50% blend of the preamp. Bass and highs are slightly boosted and mids are cut at 400 Hz. Also, we are using the 15-inch cab with the bright setting, also blended at 50%. Let's listen to the next sound sample, low gain setting. Pay attention to the dynamics and how the pedal reacts. So the little switch on top turns off and on the hard clipping section, and the little three-way switch just beneath it is the soft clipping option with more distortion on top, off in the middle, it still saturates, and more volume down. When soft clipping is off and hard clipping is on, it reminds me of a certain Rat pedal. Pretty cool. And when soft clipping is on more volume, adding the hard clipping barely makes any difference. Whereas if it's on more distortion, if you select the hard clipping option, it does boost the gain a little bit. All this to say that you can really fine tune how much saturation you want. Okay, if I say transparent, you'll probably think, yeah, okay, another transparent overdrive. But this is actually the case. It doesn't boost the mids. It just adds saturation, uncolored saturation. And like all good dynamic overdrives, the more you feed the pedal with a fuller signal, the more it will saturate, which is totally the case here. In the next sound sample, we test a low gain hard clipping setting. It's like a low gain Rat. Knobs are labeled level, drive, blend, and cut. Drive is dependent of the clipping options, obviously. And the more you raise it, the lower you have to set the level. Nothing new here. However, with the more distortion soft clipping option, it's nice to have a good margin of level because the volume does decrease a little bit. Blend does a great job at adding low end and note articulation, especially when distortion is high. Actually, I really like to turn down the tone knob of my bass guitar and let the pedal do its thing in the mids and highs. Cut is the secret Mr. Hyde function of this pedal, and we'll get back to it. But first, a modern setting. When I first tested the grind machine, I thought something was broken. The cut was all the way to the left, and the feedback, even with headphones, just stunned me. This is wild. I did not expect that at all. Hence the play with the pedal part at the beginning of this video. What's worse is that the manual clearly says, at full left, it is possible to attain serious and highly annoying feedback. This is to be expected. You have been warned. But I never read the manuals. Too anxious, too impatient to test the pedal. So don't even dare ask me if this pedal can doom. You can even set the tone of the feedback, for fuck's sake. What do they say again? Don't judge a book by its cover? Don't get fooled by the rainbows. The box is black. I mean, no one has ever seen a rainbow at night. This is the first definition of grind that popped up in my Google search. Reduce something to small particles or powder by crushing it. What else can I say? The grind machine. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Like and subscribe. Bye.